They claim that every time a person dies, a baby is born, and vice versa. But if that were the case, if that were truly a law of life, how then would population increase? How would we go from 1 billion to 2 billion to a projected 8 billion over the next, I believe they say 25 years? This makes no sense. These things people say,
well, we hope that the advice that we've offered,
they sound good and they stick to us, and we believe it, we grasp it, we hold on to it, we accept it. But if you think about it, faith cannot even reconcile or justify that. There is no, natural room for that to be true. One will cancel the other out. There will never be an increase. So how could that be true? It's not true. Now if you wanted to say one was a law and the other was left, could be or maybe not, such as every time a baby's born, someone dies. But not every time someone dies, a baby is born. That would mean that every time a baby is born, wouldn't do anything. The population is slowly decreasing. None of it makes sense. Where are we getting our information from? Is that in the Bible?
It'll take a few minutes of your time that gives us valuable feedback.
See how people mess up? They have these things that they're so, it's manifest error. But they don't take the time to realize it because, it's been such a tradition for so long. It's been so widely spread and accepted that people don't know how to divorce themselves from something that was not for them or was not real. It was just something that was given to them, and that's all they ever knew. And so they feel married or bound to this, as though they love it, just like a man loves his wife or a wife loves their husband. Makes no sense. Doesn't add up. It's not true. So that gives an example of how the way people think, that when you tell them something that's right, if they don't desire to part ways with what they have to let go of in order to receive what you are giving them, they feel that same sort of instinct or reflex, that defense, mechanical response to anything that is foreign. But if you've never known the truth, then anytime someone tells you what's right, it's going to feel that way. You have to endure that. You know by nature that if you have a cut, you have to buy alcohol, it's going to be affected. It stinks. But people drink alcohol and it stinks. But they want the effect, even though that's more damaging than it is to have an external disinfectant. But if someone gives them spiritual solution and it has that same effect, it takes them out of that spiritual drunkenness where they don't know the right from left. They don't want to. They don't want to sober up. They don't want to know what's right because it's all they've ever known. All they've ever known is darkness. You know why people like to live in darkness? Because when you close your eyes, you can imagine anything the way you want it to be. But when you open your eyes and you see things the way they really are, two objects can occupy the same space at the same time. That's physical reality. And that's the truth. It's subject to spiritual sovereignty. That's a whole nother, lesson. That's a whole nother session of building. But, the laws of physics say that two objects can occupy the same space at the same time. Well, two evidences or two apparent realities cannot coexist, not contrarily. That's the struggle in the human mind to accept what God is saying versus what they can see with their natural eyes. Think about that. Natural lies. Natural lies. It's natural for people to believe things that are not true. So when you give them spiritual or supernatural understanding, they don't believe it. By nature, they cling to whatever is perceivable without any effort on their part. You ever get into one of those trances in your sleep where you feel like you can't move? You can either give into it when you feel it coming over you, or you can shake yourself loose, or you can kind of hope somebody hears you and helps you. When that person comes to try to shake you, people have a will. They can actually externally resist that effort or that intention to invade that darkness or that trance and bring them into a whole nother understanding, which is the truth. There's one truth, and apart from the truth is what people accept as truth, or what people label true. You know, if I put Great Value Walmart milk inside of I'm from New Jersey, so I just say Tuscan bottle. Tuscan is like the name brand. Like I guess down here would be I don't know, Parmalat or something. I guess I don't know. I don't even know. But anyway, Tuscan is like, you know, the name brand in New Jersey, so that's what I think of. So if you put, you know, if you exchanged one and put the label on the other, you understand what I'm saying? Or how about this? What if you went to the gas station and you were paying $5 a gallon for regular gas because it had premium on it? What if all your life you've been fueling up on regular when God has the best for you, but you have spiritual dyslexia, you see the world backwards? Don't think about it. Because when you think about it, you relinquish that peace. He said, let the peace of God that surpasses understanding. When you don't feel confused, that's when you know the truth. Not under a trance. It's not a trick. It's not black magic. It's not sorcery. It's not witchcraft.